What's up for Syked On New Music? Sitting here with Zendaya. How are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for hanging out. So you're making the transition from TV, Dancing with the Stars, Disney's Shake It Up, which my niece and nephew love, by the way. You're going now to pop music superstar with the single Replay, due out in a couple days. What's the song about? Let's get that out of the way. What's the song really about?
Well, Replay, I think it's a very special song because it's not necessarily your standard pop music. I think it has like some kind of R&B flair to it and kind of takes the obvious away from the pop song, which I think is very cool. And Replay, it could be about, people would think it's about a guy, but it could be about a passion. It could be about anything that you love so much you just want to constantly have it on replay and you want to be around it all the time and can't get enough of it. So.
I like that you've led me to a wild card question now that you mentioned it could be about a guy. Let's say it was about a guy, like a Hollywood crush. Who would that Hollywood crush be right now?
I mean, Channing Tatum.
All right, okay.
Because, he's gorgeous. And plus, he's like a family man and their family is so cute. And it's just like, aw, he just looks like a nice guy.
I will have you know, I get told, at least twice a day that I look like Channing Tatum.
I can see it.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen ever.
Why not?
Yeah.
You look like Channing Tatum.
Oh, look at that. Can we get that on? Wait, say it.
You look like Channing Tatum.
We're recording this, right? All right, so you're making the transition from TV to music. You've always been a singer, an actor, a dancer, but you're now focusing more on the music. How hard of a transition can that be career-wise, mindset-wise, even just, life-wise, day-to-day?
I think, it's a very different world. They're two literally different worlds, and I feel like, for me, I think it's very good that I've kind of been in, I guess you say, a platform that allows me to go off and branch into others, being on Shake It Up or being on Dancing with the Stars. It showcased my other talents, but it left room for me to do singing and me to, pursue other careers. So I think that's very cool, and I'm very fortunate to have that platform, and now I can't wait to, step on to the next one.
Now, you are a triple threat, as I've said, dancer, actor, singer. You wrote a book, too?
Yes. I actually wrote a tween advice book. And it's basically, just to help out the tweens because it's kind of an awkward age. You're not necessarily a teenager. You're not a kid anymore. You get the responsibilities you want, but not all of them. And it's weird. And so I think a lot of crazy things happened during that time. And I had a smooth period. And so I just kind of want to help other tweens get through that little period of time and just make it a little more smooth. And
you've stayed so grounded, too. We've seen a lot of young actors, performers, make good decisions, but also make some bad decisions and, drive 100 miles an hour down their residential street where there's children coming from school. But you've stayed so grounded and have performed so well under the pressure of being a TV star and a music star. How did you do that?
Parents. I have really good parents. And I think, it's not that difficult, I think, for me to be a good kid because I'm just a good kid. I feel like I have the right support system around me, and I have, I'm very protective. I have, my friends and my family that are just constantly surrounding me, so I feel like I'm constantly taken care of. And, there's a lot of people out there who I think have the problem because they just don't have that. They don't have someone to fall back on or someone to lean on or someone to tell them the difference between right and wrong. And I definitely have that.
Do you have any advice for tweens that are looking for, maybe a new car, to convince mom and dad to say, yeah, you know what, maybe we'll think about it?
Don't ask for a lot, first of all. If you're always like, hey, mom, can you get this? Hey, dad, can you get this? Well, that's obviously not going to help.
Okay.
So I just say, it's all about actions speak louder than words. And, I need to follow my own advice, honestly, but take initiative to, do the good stuff. Clean the house, blah, 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 without them asking, because they always love that stuff. When you're like, the house, oh, you come home and it's clean? What? I didn't even have to ask you? They love that stuff.
That's some great advice. I'm going to have to pick up this book. Will it work for a man in his 30s?
I sure will.
And can we have you right now, to close out Syked On New Music, can you introduce your video on Syked On New Music right now?
Hey, it's Zendaya here, and you're listening to Replay on Syke On New Music.
That was good.
Thanks.
That was really good.
Thanks. You see how I did that?